بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم
Assalamu alaikum. It is Tuesday, the 1st of November 2022. And in our series, Reflections on the Holy Quran, this is broadcast number 368. And these days, we are looking at the words of Al-Baqarah, verse 105. And this is the 7th broadcast in looking at the words of this verse of the Holy Quran. These broadcasts are brought to you by Laser, Lahore Ahmadiyya School of Education in Religion, and which is a branch of the Ahmadiyya Anjuman Ishayat Islam, also known as the Lahore Ahmadiyya movement. The Ahmadiyya movement was established by Hazrat Mirza Ghulam Ahmad Sahib, and he taught us that although other Muslims believe that after the Holy Prophet Muhammad, at least one more prophet can come, but the Holy Quran says that the Holy Prophet is Khatamul Nabiyyin, and the Holy Prophet explained that by saying, La Nabi Abadi, there is no prophet after me. So now no prophet shall come, whether old or new. Hazrat Mirza Ghulam Ahmad Sahib Rahmatullah Alayhi's claim was that he was a Mujaddid, because when the Holy Prophet said that he was the last prophet, he also went on to explain that when Ummah needs guidance, God will send Mujaddids or reformers and to guide people. Hazrat Mirza Ghulam Ahmad Sahib's distinction was that he said that he was the Messiah and Mahdi referred to in the Ahadith. Because he said these are not separate personalities, but two aspects of the personality of a Mujaddid. And he was that Mujaddid. Hazrat Mirza Ghulam Ahmad also taught us that Muslims hasten to call each other kafirs. But the Holy Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said that if one Muslim says to another that you are a heretic, it's the person saying it who is the heretic. And Hazrat Mirza Ghulam Ahmad also taught us that others believe that the first thing to turn to as the source of your knowledge and guidance is the Hadith. But he said this is not correct, because it has to be the Holy Quran, because Quran is the word of Allah. And then comes Sunnah, practice of the Holy Prophet. And then comes Hadith, sayings of the Holy Prophet. And then come other things like Ijma, consensus of the community, or Ijtihad, which is opinion of the scholars or experts, etc. And Hazrat Mirza Ghulam Ahmad also taught us that although other people say some prophetic revelation got missed out from the Holy Quran, and some that is in the Holy Quran is abrogated, this is not true, because in the Quran God says, I have revealed it and I will guard it. So how can anything be incomplete or have things in it which need to be removed when God is guarding it? And Hazrat Sahib taught that jihad is a duty of every Muslim as defined by the Holy Prophet Muhammad. When returning from fighting, the Holy Prophet said, from minor struggle, we are returning to the major struggle. And then said, the major struggle is jihad bin nafs, a struggle to control your own desires and so on and so forth. So, with that, let us go to the Holy Quran. In fact, my throat is getting a bit dry, so I'll put a lozenge in my mouth to keep it moist. As I said, we are looking at chapter 2, verse 105. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ما يود الذين كفروا من أهل الكتاب ولا المشركين أن ينزل عليكم من خير من ربكم والله يختص برحمته من يشاء والله ذو الفضل العظيم. Neither those who disbelieve from among the people of the book, nor the polytheists, like that any good should be sent to you from your Lord. And Allah chooses whom He pleases for His mercy. And Allah is the Lord of mighty grace. So today we are going to look at two words, Mir Rabbikum. So let me find my notes. Okay. Now the first word, as I said, is min, which is a preposition. It simply means from. The next word is Rabbikum. And it's actually a phrase rather than a word. It's a compound made of two parts, Rabb, which is a noun, and kum, which is the pronoun. And its root is Ra, Ba, Ba. And it occurs in the Holy Quran 980 times. And from this root, we find four words, and together they appear 980 times. 975 times as the noun Rabb. So that just leaves 5 occurrences between the other 3 words. A Rabb is generally translated as the Lord. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. All praise is due to the Rabb of all the universes, all creation. Alameen. Or Ulaika ala hudam mir rabbihim wa ulaika humul muflihun. And the word ar-rabbu, its fundamental meaning is to teach, to train someone, and gradually by stages perfect it. And so when we say Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen, what it means is all praise is due to that being who created all the universes in stages, and in stages then perfected them. Because if earth hadn't been perfected, we wouldn't have been able to live on it. Because it is said that previously this atmosphere wasn't there. The temperature was very hot and many other things. But God kept on developing it and perfecting it until life could exist on earth. And we know that there is this debate that has been going on for hundreds of years about whether life, there is life on some other planet, in some other universe or galaxy or whatever. We don't know. Maybe there is. In chapter 34, verse 15, we have Baldatun Tayyibatun wa Rabbun Ghafur. A beautiful place, city, and the Rabb, and the forgiving Rabb. Rabbun Ghafur. In another place, Bala Ya'murukum an tattakhizul malaikata wan nabiyina. Arbaba, chapter 30, verse 18. And he shall never ask you to take angels and prophets as your gods, and to think that they're the ones who provide for you. Chapter 37, verse 126. Allah Rabbakum Rabba Abaikumul Awwaleen. Allah, who's your Rabb, who's your creator, developer, nourisher, perfecter, and the Rabb of those, your ancestors. In ordinary language, we have Rabbud Dar. That means Rabb of the house owner. Rabbul Faras, owner of the horse. The point is that Rabb, yes, it applies to Allah and so on, because he's the owner, he's the creator of the whole of the universe. But the word Rabb applies to other things as well. And remember, to justify the grammar of Arabic and meanings of Arabic words, we always turn to the Holy Quran for justification. Uzkurni inda rabbika fa ansahu shaytanu zikra rabbi. Chapter 12, verse 42. And mention me to your Rabb. But Satan made him forget. And then in chapter 12, verse 50, Irji ila rabbik. Go back to return to your Rabb. Go back to your Rabb. And again in the same place, Ma'azallahi innahu rabbi ahsana mathwa. And Hazrat Yusuf said, he is my Rabb and he kept me well. Now, here some people say that when Hazrat Yusuf says, he's my Rabb who's looked after me, he's referring to Allah. Innahu rabbiya ahsan. But other people say, no, he's referring to the ruler, the king of Egypt. Because Hazrat Yusuf is talking to the queen of Egypt. So people say, he's saying, your husband, my master, has kept me well. So you can see that in two places the word Rabb is actually applied to human beings or to a human being. And then we have Rabbaniyun, and Rabbaniyun refers to someone who develops and furthers knowledge. So if a doctor does research and he comes up with a treatment for something, then this word will apply to him. Sometimes it also applies to knowledge, because you can have knowledge itself, developing knowledge, if you see what I mean. And then we have in the Holy Quran, chapter 5, verse 63, Laula yunha humur rabbaniyun. Why don't their Rabbs forbid them? Here it's referring to religious leaders. That these people are doing something wrong. Why is it that their religious leaders don't intervene and say this is wrong? So here the word is being used for religious leaders. Let's carry on. Although in the Holy Quran, the basic meaning is the creator, the nourisher, the perfecter, and so on, but despite that, it is used in other senses. For example, Rabbatun is a wife who is looking after, teaching, training, educating either her children from a previous marriage, or her husband's children from a previous marriage. And in chapter 4, verse 23, it says, وَرَبَائِبُكُمُ الَّتِي فِي حُجُورِكُمْ. And the children of your wife from the previous unions who are being brought up in your lap. وَرَبَائِكُمُ الَّتِي. So here, because this man or this woman are bringing up someone else's children, the same word is used for that. Ar-rababu is the word used for clouds. Why? Because clouds develop crops and fruits and vegetables and so on, because rain comes from clouds. And another interesting use is that the verse in the Holy Quran, Israelites are promised this place called the Promised Land, and they think they're going to go there and just become kings and rule over the whole place. And they go there and it's inhabited by other people, and they find they have to fight. And the Holy Quran says that they said to Hazrat Musa, Moses, go anta wa rabbuka, go you and your Rabb. So it could be a sarcastic comment addressed at Hazrat Moses. And while you said God had promised us this land, you said nothing about fighting and killing and so on. Your Rabb promised it, and you promised it. We didn't say we're going to fight. So you and your Rabb, you and your God, you go and fight these people who are living there. And once you're victorious, come back, and we'd be quite happy to rule over this land. But other people say that Rabbuka here refers to Aaron, Harun, salam, the elder brother who was also a prophet. So the Israelites are saying, well, the two of you are prophets. The two of you promised us this land, and now you are telling us we've got to fight for it. So you go and fight, and once you are victorious, we'll happily come and rule over it, etc. So you can see that the word Rabb, which is generally reserved for God, even that has so many different meanings, and that is used in so many different ways in the Holy Quran. And this is what I keep on repeating over and over again, that we need to study the Holy Quran, but we need to look at each word separately to see how it is used in any given place. Otherwise, we're likely to end up with a wrong message. With that, and with the prayer that whoever you are and wherever you may be, may Allah keep all of you safe and sound and free from harm, I take my leave of you. Assalamu alaikum, Khuda Hafiz, and goodbye.